Ladies, how are you doing today?
Hi.
Introduce yourself, Angela. Just tell us about your book. She's a great writer, poet, activist, so much more. Tell everyone about yourself.
Oh my God. Well, you said it. I have a book. It's a collection of poetry about heartbreak, love, heartbreak, and moving on. I also do a lot of community activism in my community in Washington Heights, New York City, and I do a lot of other stuff as well.
So, I love to talk to everyone about, relationships and everything that we have going on. So, this show is a video show. I hear a dog or something in the background. But remember,
Yes, my
people,
dog. I'm sorry.
that's not fine. Remember,
What kind
people,
of dog you got?
He's a Shih Tzu. He's like
oh,
I'm ignoring him right now, so he's like.
well, this is different. Now, we talking about relationships more. We had Dana on the show, but she was sick, and she wanted to talk about the topic is she wants the ring. She's in a relationship for about 4 years, and she
Mm.
wants the ring. How long do you think that you should be dating someone before you start talking about marriage if you guys are on that level? We'll start with Angela, then we'll go to Leigh.
My problem has been getting the relationship.
The right one.
So I have yet to be in a relationship long enough where it's going good enough that I'm like, okay, I need the ring.
Oh, okay.
So, but ideally, I think 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I think that's good. So you get to know the person about 2 to 2 years.
Because the first year you're still kind of feeling each other out,
Yeah,
and then the second year you're more comfortable with each other, and and by the third year you should know whether that relationship is gonna move into marriage or not.
do you feel that what time do you feel like, and any ladies you guys can jump in there, when should you move in with someone? Because some people feel like if I move in first, then I really get to know the person, then marriage. Everything is backwards now. So say, what do you think about that, Leah?
I feel like you should do what you want. um, because like, I mean, life's way too short. And if you feel like you're in love with that person, like you and that person, that's you guys' business. You know what I mean? That's your significant other's business, and you know what I mean, yours as well. So as long as you two are okay with it, it's fine. I mean,
Hi.
if hey, you back, heck you. But if you
Can
feel
hear
like
me
it's
fit.
not the right move, or if someone else feels like it's not the right, if one person feels like it's not the right move, the other does, then you're on Discord. Like you gotta discuss, you gotta
Hello.
work it out. So.
We see you, Q. We were just talking. Before you get in, I want you to introduce yourself because the ladies did as well. Q is on the line, our fourth panelist. Tell us about yourself and where, your title and all that good stuff. Can you hear me, Q?
I don't think she could hear you.
I don't think she hears. Okay, we'll try to get her back in the
I
now.
hear her when she said hello, but I don't think she hears us.
I don't think.
I hear you, Q.
I don't. Maybe because I'm not sure. But anyway, we are talking about. Q, you hear us? No. So she's like all off. I think it's okay. We're gonna have more of these shows, and it'll be really smooth people. So work with us. I think this is just something she's dropping, but it's okay. Let's talk about
First
sex.
time.
First time for everything. Let's talk about lust versus love. How do you know the difference if you're in lust or you in love? For instance, sex can be really good, and you might think it is love, but
Right.
how do you know the difference, ladies? Any one of y'all, Angela's laughing, so she probably
No.
not experienced. We all
Go
do,
ahead,
but
Angela. Girl. I'm still trying to post. I'm still trying to post the link.
I'm
So everybody.
I don't I don't know. I think certain situations are going to tell you whether you're in love or not. And you're just going to realize, is this just about sex or is this a little bit deeper?
Okay.
So I think you're just gonna run into situations that will make that clear for you.
Hmm.
How do we know? This is like, how do we know that? How do we get to know that?
Well, my thing is, I mean, how many times you got to try it before you get it right? I mean, everybody's not the one, clearly. So, I mean, clearly everyone is not the one that you may go out with, whether you're, smanging them or not. I mean, but if you decide to do that, just know that probably it could go somewhere or it won't. And if it doesn't go somewhere, then that's how you know it was lust. It was lust only.
I,
um,
do you feel that lust fades away?
Yes.
mhm.
Yeah.
It even fades away in your relationship. Like the romance, the romance, lust. It even fades away in a relationship sometimes. If you're together you hear couples talk about how, oh, Will and Jada are like examples of that. Especially Jada, like she's penned open letters about that, how her and Will weren't always romantic, or they just were like they're a partnership, they're a team. So I think like that's the surface I'm trying to scratch, where I
Okay.
can get through hell and high water with my mate, and if we can get over that there's no romance in the situation for a little while and still stick together, then I know that's true love. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
No.
It makes sense to me.
I'm single, so I'm still trying to,
I'm
what I mean? Like I'm still trying to
single.
figure it all out.
Dating, but there's no ring on it. So yeah, I guess you can say. No, well, ladies, I just went to my Facebook page and I post the link on YouTube, so it shows us live. Q is here again. Q, can you hear us? No, she cannot.
Maybe it's herself. Maybe it's her headphones or something.
It
Hi.
gotta be. Q, can you hear us?
Text her
No.
on the Google chat.
That's what we're doing. She says left. Okay, hold on. Keep talking, ladies.
Uh, yeah, so you said you're a writer, Angela, and you
Yes.
you wrote about your personal experience, like your breakup, and
Yes,
or
my book is about my love life, like different relationships and the ups and downs of love, heartbreak, the happy parts, the really fucked up parts,
mhm.
and ultimately I wrote about moving on and how to get over breakups.
Mhm.
Well,
I've done the
what
same
worked for me at
thing.
least. So
I've
I
done
put it
this
in a book.
nice. I've done the same thing with my music. Like as
Okay.
a writer, I put out,
So you did a Lemonade album? Ah, yeah,
I,
girl.
put out
I,
Lemonade.
I,
Uh,
you eliminate.
I said Beyonce just put a visual on my book.
I mean, people
I
act like
know.
Beyonce is the first one to do that. We've been doing that for years.
It's because
Black women in music, we've been doing that for years.
for
Yeah.
you. It's just because it's Beyonce, and I don't even believe that she really put her private business out there. I think it's just for
I
publicity.
think I think so. I think
You
so.
think so?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I
Because
think that
her and
there
Jay
is
were
no
always
way.
married.
There is no way that her emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's too
yeah.
There
raw.
is no way that you're gonna put that out there if you
Mm-mm.
haven't gone
Yep.
through it. The
Yep.
way she put it out there, like it's okay. You could learn a song, like irreplaceable. It was cute,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it
It
didn't
wasn't
move
really,
you.
it wasn't really about her.
It didn't
But
move you. But
Lemonade, she went in. Like,
this Lemonade album is for us. It revives me, and I was just thinking of exes and current situations.
yes.
It connect. I don't know if it's true or not, but she did her thing with that. So I think Q is. I'm not sure. Q, you here? I don't know. Well, anyway, ladies, we're talking about relationship rings and more. We were talking about marriage and when to get the ring. We're talking about lust. For me, I think lust could wear off. Sex is always great. Love is always good, but when you're in lust, it does wear off. So that's what I was going to say. So I wanted to talk about dating and technology.
Oh,
This topic can go on forever. Had a situation recently. Guy, very cute guy, a little younger than me. He wanted to talk to me. I said, cool. I gave him my number and everything. A week, 3 days, 3 to 4 days, all he did was text. He did not pick up a phone and call. He did not. What happened to the disconnect? Why are so many people texting and Snapchatting? What happened to just picking up the phone, asking for a date? Is that gone? Like, let's talk about that, because I don't even respond to his calls anymore, because
Mecca, I
there's
just
no
got on,
connection.
I just got on Tinder. I was posting about it on Facebook today. I mean,
crazy.
I've used dating websites.
Yeah.
And before, I wouldn't mind the texting because I'm a huge texter. I'm the type that be
Me
like,
too.
text me, don't call me.
Me too.
I'm the opposite. I need to hear. I need to feel.
But when it comes to dating and you trying to build something with me, I need to hear your voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I did not know this person like that, and I was just like,
No.
hold up.
And if they don't do it, I will do it. And I would tell them, I think it's better if we speak on the phone.
I didn't understand what was going on. I was like,
I will tell them. I was like, look, I'm not about texting. If you really want to get to know me, let's talk over the phone. Are you okay with that? If they're not okay with it.
I told him. He called and he still texts, and I was like,
how young is he, Mecca?
He was 30.
Girl, that's kind of young.
That's young, but I'm
that's
just saying,
that's when they start maturing.
First of all, I guess I look a little younger, and I was just like, I don't want anybody 30, 29, anything. But I said, okay, let's just go with it. He still was
let's try.
I couldn't get. I don't have to. I just thought.
It's better if you're single and you give things a try, I think.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
I was over it.
Try it all.
Free for all. Let's go everywhere.
I mean, I dated a 23-year-old a few years back. I was, but never again.
Let's talk about.
I dated a 24-year-old.
Let's talk about that. 23-year-old. Like, how was that? Do you ladies like younger men? I do not, but let's talk about that.
No. But he was just so persistent. Like, I admired his persistence. But
exactly.
I mean, he was very mature, very respectful, very on top of his of doing what he needed to do. He was working on his master's degree. He wasn't clubbing or playing video games or anything like that you would think a 23-year-old would be doing. He was just concentrated on his career.
Which is good.
So he was just like, but my thing was like, dude, you still live with your mom. You sleep on a full-size bed. I don't even fit in there.
That's a lot for him.
You got to remember though. I guess when you're dating somebody, it seems like you always have to remember, like, oh, I remember there was a time but that's the point. There was a time in the past. I don't got time to like kind of stick around and wait while you grow up.
Yeah, so that was my thing, that I said that I said to myself and to him that he still had certain stages in his life to live.
Exactly.
And I had already lived through them, and I wasn't going to relive them.
And you're not going to wait until he comes back like that.
Right. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, for one, you live with your parents. I feel that you should get your own place.
Like, I cannot be knocking on the door.
I'm like, you're not going to move out your mama's house into my crib. That ain't happening.
That could be the plan. I mean, ladies.
You need to experience your own place.
Exactly.
You need to do your own laundry.
Yeah.
You need to cook for yourself.
Yo, what did it for me?
How about pay your rent and bills?
Right.
How about that?
Right. Not here, Mom. Here's a couple of $100 for the week. No.
Have you ever been to a dorm room on a date?
No.
I have.
Unless I was in college. I mean, when I was in college.
I was on a date with a younger guy.
Now you're going.
It was fun. It didn't go anywhere. I didn't expect it to go nowhere, and I didn't want to judge. But I ended up going to his dorm room. We didn't, there was no way anything could go down or anything. It was just a part of like the whole.
It's a twin-size bed.
It was a part of the whole.
Did you feel silly?
I would.
No way. Yeah, I mean,
I would have been like, I'm a grown ass woman. What the hell am I doing?
with my own house and
Right.
I would have said to the left. I got a mortgage to pay. I gotta go.
But I didn't want to do. There was no reason to do that. You know why? Because I'm sure he knows. Well, he probably don't know about the mortgage and things. Talking to him, he has no clue what some of the things I was talking about. But anyway, he
Wow,
was a cutie pie. He was fun. He was being a gentleman. It's just like, okay, well, let's go hang out where you hang out. You show me the ropes or whatever. And his roommate left. I'm just like, yo, I went to college when I be in my bed. My roommate's gonna leave so we can get it in real quick.
How can you even tell your homegirls, you know what? Where your man live at? Oh, he live on the dorm. Like, what, you gotta take your shoes off or something? I mean, like, how does that?
I did not want to bring this kid around. No.
No.
You ain't meeting my friends.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ain't meeting my mama. Nobody.
So
No.
how do you know in a relationship if that one is the one? Like, do you feel like butterflies? Like, how do you know when you introduce them to your friends, your family? Do you talk about them? Or how do you know which man is the one that you want to have the future with? How do you know? Like, what are the signs?
I mean, what are the signs?
Is Q? I need Q's volume. Is Q engaged or is she?
No, I don't know. I don't even. Is she here? No, she's not. She's under.
Can you hear me? Q left the group, so she's probably trying to figure out.
It's 3 ladies, and we'll just try. Q is here. She said, "Can you hear me?" But I don't know.
I could hear her.
I can't.
I don't even see her on my side.
I don't see her either. So let's talk about how you know when he's the one. If you ever had someone that you feel those butterflies you want to be with.
Well,
how do you know?
when the last time I felt like when I dated, like I was in a more serious relationship, which has been really, I can count on my one hand, like really, really kind of serious about. I guess like. It like progressed, even though it didn't last, it like progressed past the points that like usually, you just say bye to somebody you just casually seeing. Like it progressed past the sex, it progressed past like the couple of dates. You start meeting like family members. You both feel comfortable like going to functions together, like family functions and parties, or like, I don't know, getting the key to the apartment or the house or something like that, and like you know those things, like the things that like kind of set the tone for a spouse. But like it seems like the older we're getting, it's getting kind of hard because everybody's so guarded, and
nobody wants to be played.
Everybody's so damn guarded, and they feel like, okay, well, it's a privilege or something for you to meet people in my life, or it's a privilege for me to date you, especially men, especially the men that are well off. Like, we were laughing about the college guys and stuff, the younger guys, but they're like laying their hearts out, it seems like, more so on the line than the older guys. The older guys feel they're young. Yeah, they're young, and they're kind of like just they're brave. They're taking chances.
They're not jaded yet.
Yeah, they're not jaded. Yeah,
they're not jaded.
Because we do the same thing.
Yeah,
we do the same thing. At our age, we're just like, we just know that there's certain things that I'm not putting up with, and I do go about like, it's a privilege that you dating me because. I'm not giving my time. I'm not giving my time to any of these idiots out here. Like,
yes, you have to say that because it's like they put their stacks out there. Sometimes you're humble, and I am a humble person, but you gotta put your stacks out there too.
I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
So like I'm different. Sometimes I feel like I attract idiots, and I fell in deep lust or something with idiots.
You're not the only one.
It's something like, I don't know. It's like
I've been there too, honey.
It'll be so great in the beginning. It's just like so great in the beginning. You're so blinded. You're just like, oh yeah. You see, I don't know about you, but I be seeing potential.
Yes. I think always
You fall in love with the potential.
I see
like
potential like
feel
a motherfucker.
I feel like, oh my God, we can work. He works. He do this. He has a little thing, but we can work on that. No, we can. We got.
But we don't want to build a man.
I know that's the
I
problem.
will.
This ain't build
I
a
would
man.
love to.
This ain't build a man.
No. I want to build a man at this point. I do. I just needed to go all. I needed to go completely my way.
You
That's
know what
the only
it is?
thing.
Like, I will give you constructive criticism on shit that you shouldn't be doing at your age.
Like, let's talk about that. Like living at home.
I would tell a guy, like, what's going on with your life? Like, let's talk about it.
Like, you should have a job. You should have your own place. You know, those are things you should have. I'm not saying that it should
be at my level or higher.
Right.
But okay, let's say I was talking about this with a guy. He said most of the time women now in their 30s, they want someone that's highly educated, that has a certain type of job, that has this. But most of those men are taken. What about the men that have potential and that you can work with? How does that work? And I'm not looking for someone that has 6 figures. If you have a great career, that's fine. I want you to be like God-fearing, you know, well-rounded. We can travel. I don't want much. But sometimes, a lot of times, people now say most of those men are already taken. So you have to start looking at some potential.
You know what? I have dated both, and I don't have a problem as long as you are ambitious.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to have money. To me, money comes and goes. What matters to me is your personality, that you have morals, and you a smart person. You don't have to be, you know, summa cum laude or anything of the sort. I have a master's degree, but I understand there's a lot of people who don't have a master's degree. But I hope you have a college degree.
Something, BA.
Because I want to hold conversations in all kinds of topics.
Exactly.
And if you can't hold a conversation in anything past sports, then and Game of Thrones, we're gonna have a problem.
Game of Thrones.
So we want
my friend was just watching it the other day.
Yeah, let me just say, most women, we want someone that's well-rounded because I hear an echo. Do you hear that echo? Everybody has their hair.
Check.
Everybody
Is it me?
Everybody has their earpiece on.
I have my earpiece.
I don't know what's going on. We want someone that's well-rounded. You know, like someone we can just. I feel like I want to have someone that I can go to an art exhibit with, a basketball game. You know, just different things, and it just seems like it's getting harder to find. What do y'all ladies think, or it's just maybe the
That's a deal breaker for me.
What's the deal breaker?
I'm in the arts. You have to love the arts.
Yeah,
I mean, because that's where I spend the majority of my time. I'll be in a bookstore, in a book reading, or a poetry event. I want to be able to take you to these places and that you enjoy that as well. I go to art exhibits. I go to theater events. I enjoy all these things, and it's a huge part of my life.
Okay, so yeah, I do like I'm not in the arts, but I'm a creative person.
I mean, so you don't need to be involved and part of it, but I need you to be appreciative of it. Because, for example, I do what I do, but a lot of people don't have a passion.
Yes.
And then when they see that you got a passion, they just want to bring you down because they don't understand what the fuck you're doing.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about dysfunctional relationships and just like sleeping with the enemy. Let's talk about that.
I think I should be an expert.
She says she an expert.
Let me just tell you, I was dating a guy last year. Kind of like we linked up. Maybe I've known him for years. So then we said, hey, let's give it a try. So we linked up about August. From August to about, I say maybe end of September, it was going well. But then, just more and more just BS. Like he started becoming so inconsistent. So deaded it. And like he wanted to play the field or whatever. So then we linked back up again. We saw each other. Oh, maybe it's meant to be. Like back in January or something like that. And in a conversation, he was kind of questioning me about my goals. Like, oh, well, you think you really want to DJ? Like, you want to do that as a profession? Like, or is it really money to be, you know, is it this? Like, questioning me, like, with the doubtful questions, like, almost like challenging, like, I can't, like, make a substantial living off of my music, or it's no, I don't know, there's just nothing in it in the long run. Like, some of the comments that came after the questions of what he thought. And then I was like, you know what are you I was like, because my passion drives a lot of what I'm doing musically.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and I was just like, well, what are you passionate about? He was like, to be honest, I don't even know. I knew right then and there.
But he's questioning your passion.
You know, like, really. And then like, I really try to be like a peaceful person, and just I don't want to judge anybody, even if people like, you know, try to, you know, tear me down. Like, I'm in a place like where I'm just trying to be more happier with myself. But it's just like, I'm looking at him like, nigga, do you realize, like, how inconsistent you are, not only on a relationship end, but on a family end? Yeah, like, and especially, like, burning me up with excuse after excuse about his children. So that's what really, like.
How many children he had?
4.
Woo! Jeez.
Well, maybe we dated the same person.
No, same person. You know, and then it's
There's
like,
too many of them out there.
I know, but it's like, I never once ever judged you about any of that or something. I'm trying to sit here and make it work like an idiot. You know what I mean? And like 2 idiots together. Like, he bought the idiot out of me. That's what he bought the idiot out of me, and he would say stuff to me like, I want my kids to be like you. I want my daughters to be like you. Say stuff like that. I never let anybody meet my kids. I only let you meet my kids, which was only 2 of them, not the other ones.
And
so it's just like, you know, it's just, you know, it was just like, all right, what am I doing here? Clearly, I'm lacking something. I think like our choices are a reflection of what we're lacking too.
Exactly.
So, like, you have to kind of go back to the drawing board and check yourself sometimes, because it's like, so you're attracting these certain people. So what's wrong with you?
I think we need a checklist.
I think that there's signs that we do not look at the beginning, because I feel like sometimes you see the signs at the beginning, but you ignore them, and when you keep ignoring those signs, those are the situations that happen. Sleeping with the enemy, it's just crazy. I had a situation a couple of years ago, because that person might be listening. A couple of years ago, like when you're passionate about something, you want to tell your partner, like, oh, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. He told me that I was, what did he say? He said I was too motivated. I can't know the terminology of the word, but I felt like, what is there to talk about? You want me to talk about negative stuff? I want to do this, I want to do that. What is your opinion on that? How do you feel about that? He said that you're over. He told me that I was an overachiever.
Because we're Taurus.
What? Yes, we are. Like, I want someone.
Because we know what we want and we go for it, and we're like on the money.
I mean, she said yes.
I've gotten that. Because you and I are type A personalities. That's what it is. Yeah. So we can't hate the lazy motherfuckers. We can't.
Boy, you're 2 Tauruses, Jesus.
We're good people. We're good people. We are.
I'm a believer. That's my problem. That I believe in men, and I'm like, yo, he's gonna do better. He's gonna be better.
I can
Let
work
me just
with him.
help him out a little bit and tell him and show him that things could be better and it's not as bad as it seems.
Like, help him out. Like, oh, you want to do this? Oh, you want to build your own?
I know about this. So
and I have to
connect you with people.
We are the same thing. I do that, and we have to stop. Because sometimes
I'm talking to somebody right now, and he's in the arts. Yeah. So I'm already like, yo, but if only he knew that if he did this and that.
Yeah, you can't tell him everything.
And then I'm just like, there you go, Angie. There you go, trying to fix their life. Like, he didn't even ask you for help.
That's the problem.
I'm like, I have information that can help you in your career.
Exactly.
Guys don't like to feel like they're like leaning on their women. Like, especially guys, period. But guys that are like kind of focused and driven, like, they'll lean on you, but they don't want to lean on you too much. They don't want to give you all the credit.
Let me tell you what happened. I was dating someone, and he said that he wanted to switch careers. So I said, okay, fine. I happen to know someone that was pretty high up in the career that he wants. Called the person up, had no idea that he was like, oh, Mecca, that's your friend? Send him my resume. Send me his resume direct. I was like, whoa, thank you. So I told the guy that I was talking to. He was very upset that I did that. And I was just like, well, you said you wanted to switch careers. Why is there a problem? He was like, I didn't ask for your help. So sometimes we have to just let it go.
Back off.
If you're unemployed,
you don't know shit.
If you're unemployed, then stay employed.
I gotta dumb myself down so some guy could feel secure about himself.
Is this not the craziest thing? Don't you want like the? I would love to have like the Jay and Beyonce, the 50-50, the power
I want to be the power couple.
Yes.
Like, why can't we help each other?
But if he ain't, I mean, if his, what is his status? People want Jay-Z and Beyonce, and women like. Clearly, Beyonce is setting the tone for, of course, successful Black women. And I know we don't, our money's not long like Jay-Z and Beyonce, but clearly.
But you don't have to have the money.
I'm not meeting nobody. First off, I want people to understand something. Like, especially these guys. You know, if you ever like, because I'm getting conversations about, you know, who's the best rapper and who ruled the 90s and 2000s and stuff. Now, there are guys that are literally stuck on 90s Jay-Z. They forgot that Jay-Z has evolved. Like, he's not with Rockefeller anymore. He's not even, after the Black album, he retired from, like, just the rapper status.
Ooh,
and he became like this multi-million-dollar, like he became a businessman. Like, so clearly some of these guys are just still kind of stuck on hold from the 90s, and their lifestyle kind of reflects that too, that they ain't moved on past it either.
They on big pimpin' status.
Right.
I need that corporate Jay-Z if that's possible.
Right.
Right. Like,
they on big pimpin'.
What you want to be my Jay-Z to what my Beyonce? You want to be Jay-Z to my Beyonce?
Listen.
But you on some reasonable doubt shit.
Listen, Beyonce ain't even.
You can't even move weight like that anymore.
Beyonce ain't even Sasha Fierce no more. So we
and these chicks out here still want to be Sasha. That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand like evolution. Like, you need to evolve too. I mean,
but like, as women, we mature faster than men. So should we go with the older one?
I think it's just a lot of lost men out there. A lot of lost, broken men out there. Because if you ask them what they're doing with their life, what are they passionate about, where do they see themselves in 5 years, they don't have an answer. One of the questions that I ask people, a person is like, what moves you on the face of this earth? What moves you to be someone?
They can't tell you.
Right, and people aren't addressing their issues. They're just jumping from one relationship, one
How do you do that? How do people just jump from one relationship?
Well, I used to do that.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I need space. I need time.
My thing was that I was one of those people that was afraid of being alone.
Yeah.
So I would be like, oh, today I broke up with somebody. By next month, I got a new man.
No, some people like by next day. That's serial monogamy.
Right. But after my last relationship, I took 5 years off just for myself. And because I had to. Because I said, okay, there's a reason why all my relationships are ending the same way and why I'm dating the same type of ancient men.
So where do we find quality men? If there's a place, like, is it Tinder? Is it out in the street? Starbucks?
Oh, it's not Tinder. Let me tell you. It ain't Tinder.
I found some guys on Tinder. They haven't been crazy yet.
Yeah.
I met two guys. On Tinder, and they were cool.
Okay.
But one of the dates was cool, and the second one was just straight like bizarre.
Like,
it just turned.
Let's talk about.
It just went completely left.
What, he
So
started stalking you?
I didn't. No, he didn't stalk me. I kind of did like a kind of hop in and hop out of I don't know, some type of connection. I hopped out of one connection into another, which is the guy from August. Back in August, I was just talking about with the kids. But anyway, right before him, I met a guy on Tinder. I met a guy on Tinder from
God.
South of Philly. I met a guy from North Philly, and you know,
That's
he had
the good
kids.
part, right? That's where Meek and them from, right?
Yeah,
he all from the hood.
Well, he was from North Philly. That's right. But he was a single dad. Like, he was taking care of like his twin girls.
Wow, nice.
Like, yeah, like, and he worked like 3 jobs. You know what I mean? He left the street life alone, and you know, but we met up for a date. We met up for a date, and it was supposed to be kind of like, I remember my line sister was supposed to bring a date, but it was kind of up in the air. And then my coworker met me too, and she said who's now her boyfriend now, he was going to meet her, but they didn't end up bringing anybody, so it was just them. So it was like me and my girlfriends and him.
Okay.
So you kind of just, and then you get liquor involved. So you kind of like I don't know. It just didn't end up being a date. It ended up just kind of going haywire, and then like later on.
But what did he do? I want details. What was
what happened?
You know, he just went off. He started flirting with other girls. Then he was like, he got kind of drunk. Then he came back to me and he was gripping me up, trying, like, it was just bizarre. Then he hit on my coworker, and then it just went all. I was just like, you know what, this ain't gonna work. It went too left. Like, it went from a beautiful. Yeah, I did. It went from a beautiful connection on Tinder to getting to know each other to then meeting up on our first date. This was the first date.
What did you say to him?
I was just like, this ain't gonna work.
That's all you didn't tell me.
Look, if it were me, I would have told him something. I would have said something to him, and then I would have been like, do you think that's something that you could correct about yourself, or do you think that's okay? I'm sorry. I'm a mental health counselor.
Me too. I do part-time behavioral specialist work too in the mental health field. And
I am not.
And kids. Because you know what it is? I think that people get nervous, and those kind of behaviors, like, I listened to this podcast on dating and relationships by Tanisha Wood. She did Black Love. I don't know if you ever saw the show on FYTV.
No.
So she has a podcast, and today's podcast that I was listening to was about oh my God, I lost my train of thought.
Black Love.
No, we were talking about the guy.
The guy.
About telling him.
Yeah, because
there was this dude that he flirts a lot, but he said that was his comfort zone.
Yeah, it was his too. He's a Sagittarius.
And he's in a monogamous relationship right now, and he's like, I've done this before. My girlfriend met me like this, and I did it on our first date.
Wow.
But after she brought it up to him, he kind of explained to her. No, this guy kind of flipped. I didn't even confront him. This guy tried to flip the script on me. And then he got mad at me, and he was like, I bought my fake ass friends out. It was just, he got kind of like caught. I mean, I cared, but I didn't because.
Oh no, he was disrespectful.
No, that's disrespectful.
Like,
ladies,
I cared, but
you cared.
I cared, but I didn't because it was just like the whole plans went left for the date.
Absolutely.
Like, it was almost like I should have told them, I should have told my girlfriends, hey, y'all hang together, we're going to leave. Or he shouldn't have came. Like, I should have said, hey, let's meet up later because their dates didn't come.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, ladies, and we'll get back to that. What if your significant other, the person you're dealing with, is cheating? How do you handle that?
We break up.
That's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't.
I can't. Yeah, you know what it is? I can't live with doubt.
Yeah.
If I don't trust you, I've tried that. I've tried to stay and build that trust again, but they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't care. There's no build trust. They just think that you automatically supposed to trust them and stop questioning them. And I can't live like that. I need to live with peace. I don't need to
In my
be
mind.
worried that you putting your dick where you're not supposed to be putting it.
You can't
No.
sleep at night because you don't know
Right.
where he's at.
I can't.
But what?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I know, and Leah, you can answer this as well. Women, we can forgive, but if a woman cheats on a man,
Oh no,
that's
yeah,
it.
it's done.
Oh my God, it's done. That's all. That's all you know. I mean, there's men that's been heartbroken when
So if you do it, just don't get caught.
That's a whole nother story.
So they say that women get caught less than men because we just know how to.
We're smarter.
We're smarter. But not them.
You know, I've
Don't
done
leave
shit for
signs
dating.
everywhere.
Like, I remember my ex from college, and he was the first guy, like, I was engaged to him and everything. I mean, we did that old tit for tat stuff. You know, he cheated on me, and then, you know, eventually it progressed. I cheated on him. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's young stuff. You don't, like, now in my grown years, I don't have time for that. Like, I'm not going to do that. So if we're dating and you, like, want to see other people, you want, like, just let me know. Like, let me down easy. I'll be okay. Like, I'm a big girl. I wear my big girl drawers.
Let me know if we're doing an open relationship, because I'm not with it. But you can let me know.
That too, because like all the double standard stuff, like that stuff gets old too. Because why would I stick around? Just what am I sticking around for? Just to say I have someone? Like,
and you have someone who's not even loyal.
A lot of women do. They feel like they rather share than to
I
just
know.
by themselves.
I know a lot. I know a couple of people like that are just that have stuck around like since the high school years.
Women stick around for many different reasons.
Let's talk. I don't know why. Let's talk about chivalry, because we went back on that, but we were talking.
It's dead.
Do you feel like do you feel like chivalry is dead?
Yes.
Jesus. Like no hope.
Especially now with social media.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it.
I don't think it's dead. I don't think it's dead. No, I just want to maybe because I just had a really nice date. Remember when I was talking to you and I was like, I hope he didn't. The guy that was like my friend, he wasn't answering his phone. No, remember I was in DC and I told you my friend. I was like, oh, he stood me up, or he's not answering his phone. So I got a little upset because he had set the plans, but then he wasn't answering his phone for like an hour. So I had texted him like, hey, you know, where are you? If you're not going to, you know, I was like, so if you're not going to answer, like, just let me know. Like, you're the one that reached out to me. Like, I thought he was just being on some bullshit, but he wasn't on bullshit. So we ended up getting together. You know, it was just acts of being chivalrous, opening the door for me, paying, making sure I was okay. You know, just like he's always been a gentleman. I've known him for years, like, but he's always been a gentleman. So I think like he's chivalrous. He was raised that way. Whether or not it works out with me and him or not, you know, I just know he's that type of person. Like towards you know, females he's interested in.
That is very rare.
Well,
so especially in New York City.
Yeah, it was. But I was in DC, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, let me just tell you this. I have dating someone that always opened up doors and things like that. It just depends on how they was raised, and you know, some men do it at the beginning just before they get to, you know, get panties, and then they stop. But there's some men that are raised to do that. So. I hope it stays that way. That's
yeah, and of course he did. He wanted some, like, well, and many years I've known him, we've never even took it there.
Okay.
So it's just like, he was saying stuff joking, like, you know, don't you think it's time? Ha ha ha. And I was like, ha ha ha, but you know, like, whatever. Like, no. Like, no, we just, like, reconnected after all these years, you know, like, no, not yet. I mean, maybe if I would have had a couple more drinks, I don't know, but I was not even, like, my mind wasn't even there. Like,
so what do you think it is? Do you think women have the requirements for chivalry? It's just that, like, everybody want to do this Netflix and chill and just come through. Like, what's up with that? Why?
I mean, Netflix and chill is not a bad thing.
If I know
if you're interested in the person.
But off the door, like I don't like homeboys
I've never been invited to Netflix and chill like that, but
bootleg and chill, bootlegs and chill, all of. I mean, Netflix is new, so. But I mean,
I think that there are just some women who make it
very hard for women like me.
Right, and because there's other women who make it easier for them. And why are they gonna go and do all this work for you and me when there's like 10 chicks lining up talking about all I need is for you to buy me a hookah.
It's so sad. It's sad. It's like they don't even want to take you out these days. They just want to just like come through. No, I'm not.
I get the coffee, the Starbucks, so the most they'll pay is like $6.99.
Oh yeah, that's a New York date right there. Starbucks. Yeah, going to go grab something from
Which is fine because I could sit in a coffee shop and we're gonna have a conversation because I can talk. You probably gonna regret inviting me for coffee.
New York is like made for single people though. Like New York City is made for people like single people. Even
I know that's why
New York City is made for hookups.
I want to move.
Like New York City is just I just. Even when I have a blast, especially summertime, I'm like, when I go to New York, I get like my rebirth energy. Like I'm gonna be the fuck all right when I go up to New York and I'm single. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna be a-okay. I'm gonna be all right because I'm meeting people left and right. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like. Why even? I don't know. Unless you really find a person you're vested in, it's so much to do there. I'm not just talking about like hooking up. It's just so much to do like that'll keep your attention. Where you don't have to be focused on some lame dude.
It's easy to get distracted.
Yeah, like take advantage of the distraction.
Yeah, very much. It's just
now I live in central Pennsylvania. It ain't nothing but like families and stuff here. And I mean, I'm here largely because of my mom and my family. I have my nieces and nephews and stuff here. So, my family's just interesting, period. We travel too. We don't just stick around. But like, it's just like here, if I wasn't doing music and traveling like I would be depressed. I'd probably be fat as fuck in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. No, I would, and I need to hit the gym so I can get this weight I've been carrying around for a couple years now to get off. Finally, I mean, I'm confident with it, but I used to be more slender, so what I mean. But it's just that if I just put all my energy into wanting a relationship, I would be so depressed. I would be ready to slit my wrist, like here in Harrisburg. Because no, you guys have no clue. You don't have to come out here and hang out. No, but if you hang out with me here, you're going to have a good time because I'm going to make sure you have a good time. But if you like come here and then we don't go anywhere or do anything, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I gotta move. I gotta move around.
And me too. But that's why I leave all this. You know what I mean? And I leave out and I pursue my music and I do all of that. Because it's just like here, even couples here are miserable. I mean, people here that are like happily or maybe fake happily married, they're miserable here. So it's just like, and Philly is close, so I dash over to Philly a lot. My family's in there, but people there in Philly, they're tired of. I guess it's like you're just tired of where you're at. If you haven't really moved around or done anything different, you get tired and then you get miserable and then you start putting that misery on other people. Nobody has time for your misery. Do something else with your life, whether you're single or in a relationship. Nobody wants to keep on hearing how miserable you are single or in a relationship. Do something else besides worrying about and being obsessed with a damn relationship. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand? Like, you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I think that a lot of women, especially in their 30s, they want to look for marriage and they want to look for kids, which we all do.
Gosh.
But yeah, I don't think that should be your whole life.
Right. It should not. Not at all.
Your whole life.
And for me, I don't even have a kid. Like, sometimes you don't have kids either, right, Mecca?
No, not as yet. Not as yet.
And I think the pressures for us are more because it's like, I mean, I know my girlfriends who are single parents or had kids, you know, from a previous relationship, whatever, and they're single now. They say you don't want to do it like this. You don't want to do, but you already got your baby. Like sometimes I think about that. Like I'm like, but it's easy for you to say that. At least you already have your kid. Like I still have dreams of wanting a kid.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to Angela because she does have a child, and let's talk about that. Angela, like, I think motherhood is beautiful.
Right. What's the question?
She was saying that motherhood, like, is it difficult being a single mother or being married? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a mother.
Well, I don't know. It depends on different certain people's situation. Like, I'm financially set. I could take care of my kid if his father's not around. That's not a concern, but a lot of women do have that concern. Yeah. Also, I get along with my son's father. Okay. You know, we live 15 minutes away from each other.
So that's great.
We're actually on the same avenue.
Oh, so that's even better.
And I allow him to see his kid 24/7 if he so wishes. I don't have any problem with that. He travels with him. We
great.
We don't have. I mean, it took a bit to get to where we're at.
Yeah, well, that's growing.
You know, but I made it so that it's only about my kid.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then there's people that don't do that.
Like, he's married, but I don't need to know about your personal life. You don't need to know about mine unless it affects my child.
Exactly.
So, like, we're not friends. Like, I'm going to sit there and gossip to you about my man or whatever, or he's going to be telling me about his wife. It's not like that. Our text messages and everything is about my kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a lot of people don't have that type of situation. A lot of people are either bitter and jaded, or they're trying to make their ex's life miserable, or they're still in love with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just so many things. And when it comes to dating, when it comes to dating, I just don't bring anyone around my kid like that.
That's what I was going to ask. That's the question that I wanted to know.
Like, the
the
last person that I was dating, I dated him for 2 years, and if he saw my kid 5 times, that was a lot.
So how long does it well, I guess you answered that. Because some women I know, they meet someone and then you meet their child. But I think there should be a period of time so you can build trust.
I think so.
How long do you think? I mean, I know you said only 5
For me,
times.
it was a year.
Okay, I think so too. And I have a friend, her name is Simone. I asked her, I said, how long does it take for you to, introduce your significant other? She said, never. Unless he is my fiance, then, he goes to.
See, I have a problem with that.
What's the problem?
Because what if the kid doesn't get along with your fiance?
That is true.
Guess what? If you don't have a relationship with my kid, I can't marry you.
That is true. So she's trying to. What she was saying is that it has to be very serious for her.
Of course, yes. So like after a year, and I'm not talking about you gonna hang out with my kid. I'm talking about you just gonna meet him and my kid is gonna go away. You might spend the most 30 minutes with him just so you can see what type of kid he is, but that's about it. We're not doing vacations. We're not doing,
No great adventures over there.
Yeah, right. He does that with his father. Yeah. But if I see that the relationship is going into a more serious level, then I'll feel confident enough to be like, okay, we could spend a little more time. I don't trust nobody around my kid. I'm sorry. I'm very cautious about it. I'm very cautious about who I let into my space, because my home is a place of peace.
Absolutely.
It's only me, my child, and my dog. We have a very peaceful life. And if you come to disrupt that, no.
Yeah.
I have a problem with it. Like, my brothers thought that I was crazy. My brothers think I should wait till my son is 18 till I date.
Why?
You should have him on your show, Mecca.
Your brothers? Why?
Because my brothers, both of them, one of them met his wife on Mi Gente.
That's like a Tinder.
Yeah, well, it's like a Facebook. It was like MySpace.
Oh, Jesus.
but for Hispanics.
Okay.
So he met his wife on Mi Gente. It was his first girlfriend ever. They ended up getting married after a few years, and now they're on their third child.
Okay.
They've been together for like 11 plus years.
Yeah,
The second brother married his first girlfriend as well.
Wow.
And they have 2 kids. My brothers haven't been through shit. So, I mean, I tell them, you guys live in a bubble. I've been backstabbed. I've been cheated on. I've been in domestic abuse. I've been in all types of shit. So they looking at me. They're reading my book like I'm crazy.
Yeah, they can't come.
They're in a bubble.
Right. And I'm like, the most you probably dealt with is jealousy and security. You probably had an argument about who's doing the dishes or who's paying a bill.
That's light work. That's light work.
Yeah, that's very much light work. But I mean, unless you don't know, there might be some things you don't know about with your brother.
Well, true. But then again, their wives are the one who run the relationships.
Oh, okay.
So I know that and I know for sure that their wives wouldn't be putting up with no shit.
Yeah.
See, I have two
and my brothers are just not that type of men either. They're like the ones that stay home and take care of the kids while their wives go to work.
That is good.
That's what type of those are the types of.
My brothers are the ones with the baby Bjorn carrying their wife's purse while their wife. I feel like slapping them sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? My mother tells me all the time, I wish one day you find a man like your brothers. And I say, you know what? If I do, I will never keep them.
because you will run all over them.
Yes, because my personality does not go well with their personality. Yeah. I need a man that's gonna put his foot down and he's gonna say, hey, I said this is gonna be like this. Even if I challenge him, I need somebody who's going to challenge me and keep me on my toes.
I think that's a Taurus thing, because if I see that you're too nice, I am going to.
I don't know if that's just a Taurus thing, because I don't
know.
I can't.
I'm on that cusp of Scorpio and Sag, so I'm like.
So you like that? I mean, it's nothing wrong with men like that. I think that's wonderful. However, I think that I will take advantage of you.
Yes.
Like my brother, the only way I found out about my older brother, like I didn't know anything. Well, I was fairly young when him and his ex-wife got married, but once she became his ex-wife and I started getting older, I just started learning more about what broke their marriage apart. And I'm like, damn, that's, wow. Like, wow.
What was it?
He did that. Well, ultimately, he was caught cheating. She hired a private investigator.
Okay.
Like it was just too much. Like, I wouldn't even do that. Like, I don't think I would do that. Would I hire a private investigator? Would you ever hire a private investigator to invest?
No, I know how to do that myself.
Right. Like, I would, but wasting your time and money to do that. But anyway.
No, without money.
Like,
I don't need to spend money because men are just stupid. They leave
but when you stuff open all the time, so what is
I don't need pictures, though. I don't need visuals.
But what are you going to do with that information? Like, I don't
want to know. You want to know.
You would want to know, but
my ex, I did that. I went through his shit because he called me. He said that I was crazy and I was making shit up.
They all say we're crazy.
So I looked through his email. I looked through his phone. I found proof. I took print screens. I made copies, and I was like, and I found the girl's information. I added her onto my messenger. When she popped up, we had a conversation.
And what was the conversation?
He was living a double life.
Yeah.
So I wasn't mad at her because clearly he was lying to the both of us.
They never know.
But then I brought it up to him and I was like, so I'm out of my goddamn mind?
But but you know what? It's like, okay, so now that you have that information, what do you want to do with it?
Oh no, I kicked him out the same day I showed them the information.
You leave him. That's what you do.
But you want to know. But no, hiring a private investigator. Like that right there let me know my ex-sister-in-law's fucking crazy, like batshit crazy. Then I start learning about other things. No, serious, other things she's doing. Well, no wonder my brother cheated. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just like, no wonder someone might cheat, because
I think
if you're
private
being the
investigator
one,
is a little too
That's a lot,
obsessive.
because you know, women, we're private investigators in our own. So
She wanted hardcore professional proof.
Yeah, I mean, you can get that.
For what?
She's like, I paid for this shit. It's real.
I mean, and that's, you know, she comes from like a family, but that's like, that happened so many years ago. But this is stuff like at the time, like the little sister looking in, I'm thinking everything's peachy keen and like, oh, you married a beautiful princess, you guys are going to live happy ever after, and then you get a divorce. Well, why? You know, and then it's like, well, here is why, Leia, because all this shit that we brushed under, you know, that you didn't see, or you didn't, this is what was going on that ended up destroying the marriage. So it's just like, oh, well, yeah, I get it. So yeah, then yeah, so I guess, you know,
They never
you
went
just
to
got to do
couples
what you
counseling.
I really don't. I think they tried it, but they were also so young. This is over like, oh my God, 15 years ago now.
Why people of
And
color
your
never
kids are
want to go to
grown
counseling?
now. But
Can we ask that? Why people of color never want to go to counseling? I don't think there's anything wrong with going to therapy if you need it.
No, it's nothing.
I advocate for therapy.
Absolutely nothing wrong with
therapy. But a lot
but
of
sometimes therapy can't even fix it. Sometimes you gotta cut ties and fix yourself.
Yeah, right. We're all broken.
Go to therapy and fix yourself. That's what it is.
Fix yourself.
I'm gonna start giving free therapy cards to people. Like, here, go see my therapist.
I have no problem with going to therapy, especially if you're in a dysfunctional relationship. If you've been in one, you need that. I
tried that, but my ex was talking about the other chick during therapy.
Jesus.
How did you digest that? That's tough.
That was my wake up call. Like, because that was the thing that said, stop trying to fix it. Clearly this shit is over.
Yeah, that's a no.
I was still like in denial, like this really isn't happening, like we could fix this. We have a kid together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And then after that, it just hit me that it was over.
It's not worth your time. There's always someone else better. When is that better coming? I don't know yet. But
it's someone better suited.
Someone better is coming.
Someone better suited.
I mean, there's people getting married later and later. I mean, too, they're finding true. My cousin Mel. Mel is like, I mean, she's always been very independent, strong-willed, and like never gave a shit about getting married unless it's really to somebody she really, you know, fell in love with. And she did. Like, she fell in love, and she's married now, and she's in her 40s, and she's happy. You can see it all over her. And I mean, sometimes good things come to those that wait. Sometimes it's going to be a little longer for others. Nice girls finish last.
I think people don't believe in marriage anymore.
That too. I mean, you know, there are people that are making things work without the courts involved in, you know, kind of saying, okay.
And not even that. I'm talking about the union. Like, people get married and then after a year they want to get divorced. Like, when shit starts getting real, and I'm like, whatever happened to working on it? And like, fine, you don't want to talk to me for 5 days, don't talk to me for 5 days, but let's work it out.
It's too much stuff out here. Like, people can literally cheat in their home, on chat, on all types of stuff. So they don't care about paying a little $2, $3, $4, $5.
31 minutes.
Nobody cares. Are you on the phone?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a call back. I'm finishing up something. Okay.
Anyway, ladies, we are at 9:22. We were going an hour, but this has been great. I know we had some mistakes at the beginning, but I think we went wonderful. Before we go, just tell everybody your Instagram. My Instagram is Mecca James. My Twitter is Mecca from Uptown. You can pitch me here. I'm going to try to put this on YouTube. Leia, tell your Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, where they can find you. Hey, no.
You can find me on IG at Leia.
Hey, how are you? I thought for a second. Go ahead.
At Leiro, Leiro. Everything is Leiro, Leiro.
Okay.
So we gotta do this again.
Yeah, this is fun, but you know, like.
How do you type that?
Leirlw.
Mine is
Well, yeah, what's yours? I'm gonna add you too.
it's let me see if it comes out.
We have to do this, and so it can be
There you
really.
No
go.
room for the broken. Hey, I know that's right.
How did you do that?
I did it on
the side, the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, on the chat. Okay, cool.
That's the title of my book.
And her book
Okay.
is amazing. I've read it. The poetry is deep. It connected with me. You should get it, Leia. Really get it. And
it's on Amazon, and you can order it through my website as well.
Follow each other on Instagram.
And I'll send you links to my music. Yeah, I had an album called Euphoria. Remember, that's how when I first met Mecca, when I did my mixtape release. So that's like that was like Lemonade, but I called mine Euphoria.
It was pain. It was a lot of pain in that, but I liked it.
That was man. Oh man, that was my breakup with my college sweetheart. Yeah, that was painful for me, man. And we even tried to get. Did I tell you the time we tried to get back together in my 30s, Mecca?
No, you didn't tell me that. Why? Did it work? No.
Hell to the no, because you can't get back together with somebody and pick up where you left off like you were in college. Like, we got back together and we're like grown ass people now, and we're still acting like we're back in college. No.
But anyway, guys, we've been up here for an hour and a half.
But no room for the broken, right, Angela?
Yes.
No room for the broken.
Thank you, guys. We're going to try to do this link. Advertise all of this stuff. I said people are in the chat room, I believe. Thank you for those people. Oh, she put that in the chat room. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.
For much
Good night, y'all.
Good night. It's the Mecca
later.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Good night, ladies.
Good night.